children, good morning. I am Shanu Sharnatigalu. I am your English teacher Reshma Madam. Dear children, in the last session we have read the poem Everyday Things and learned meaning of new words. And also I had given homework. I hope you have done properly in your English notebook. So today in this session we are going to learn about the explanation of the poem, the theme of the poem and also discussion of question answer. So now let me read the first 4 lines of the poem. Millionaires, presidents, even kings can't get along without everyday things. Were you president, king or millionaire, you would use a comb to comb your hair. So here millionaires means rich person. And comb in the word comb, B is a silent letter, so we should pronounce comb. And the word hair, it is uncountable plural form. We should not add ears and you should not pronounce hairs like. So itself it is a plural form. So in this poem, the poet tells about the importance of the things that we need essentially in our daily lives. The poet says that millionaires, presidents, even kings can't live without everyday things. A great king also needs to use things which are used by a common man. So, it does not matter whether you are president or an ordinary man. Both need some basic everyday things like comb, clothes, brush, comb, etc. So, let's moving on to the next 6 lines. If you wished to be clean and you would, I hope you would take a bath with water and soap. And you would have to eat, if you wanted to eat, bread and vegetables, fish and meat. While your drink for breakfast would probably be milk or chocolate, coffee or tea. So here probably means likely or possibly. The poet saying that if they wish to take a bath, they need water and soap. And if they wanted to eat, they like bread and or vegetables. If they want to comb, they need comb. And if they want to brush, they need brush. If they want to drink for breakfast, they likely need milk or chocolate, coffee or tea. So here water, comb, brush, bread, milk, chocolates, these are all everyday things which are used rich person as well as ordinary people. So I hope you understood this. Next, moving on to the next 8 lines. You would have to wear, you could hardly refuse underclass, outer class, stockings and shoes. If you wished to make a reminding note, you would take a pencil out of your coat and you couldn't sign a letter, I think, with anything better than pen and ink. If you wanted to read, you would be sure to look at newspaper, magazine or book. So here refuse means reject. So the poet is saying that would anybody refuse these things to wear? Underclass, outer class, stockings, shoes? No way. The poet says that Nobody would refuse these everyday things to wear. And commonly, they will take a pencil to reminding note. Rich person, president, anybody to make reminding note. But they couldn't sign a letter with pencil. They must need ball pen or ink pen. So you can't change their place of using. If you were president or common man, you look at newspapers, magazines, or book to read. So here pencil, pen, newspaper, all these are essential things. Now let's read the next two lines. And if it happened that you were ill, you would down some oil and chalk on pill. So here ill means sick or not well. Pill means tablet or capsules. Chalk means to block or suffocate. To suffocate. So the poet says that when you are ill, you would take syrup or tablet. Okay. So when you would hesitate to take a tablet, your mother will hold your nose and then you'll open the mouth to take the tablet. So here choke in the sense to block, to hold breathing. Do you understood, children? Yes. Next, let me read the next 6 lines. If you had a cold, I can only suppose you would use a handkerchief for your nose. When you wanted to rest your weary head, like other folks, you would hop into bed. Millionaires, presidents, even kings can't get along without everyday things. So here, weary means very tired, and folks means people in general or common people. So here, if you poet says that when you are suffering from cold, you would use handkerchief or mask for your nose. If you are very tired or suffering from headache, you would take rest on bed. So here bed in the sense one's place to sleep. It may be down. So poor people will sleep. So it may be on cot. So here these are common things that used by rich person as well as ordinary people. So dear children, I hope you have understood this poem. Now tell me, what is the theme of the poem? You have got to know that by this explanation. Yes, you can see here and read it. The theme of the poem is it does not matter whether you are a president or an ordinary man, both need some basic everyday things. So now it's time to discuss question answer. Are you ready? Are you ready, students? Yes. Now let's answer. So first one question, what message is the poet wanting to give through the poem? Your answer, the poet is trying to give us the message that no matter how rich or powerful a person is, there are a few things that he needs the same way as ordinary man needs. So next, second one question. In what way are presidents, kings and millionaires different from ordinary people? So your answer, presidents, kings and millionaires are different from ordinary people in many ways. They are rich and powerful. They live in big houses, palaces and castles. They enjoy a lot of luxuries which ordinary people can only dream of. Is it okay, children? So now this is your homework. Today's homework. First one, make your own sentences by using given words. So first one word, choke. Choke means to block, to suffocate. And second one, weary. Weary means very tired. And third one, everyday. Everyday means common or ordinary. So these words use make it your own sentences. And second one, Homer, recite this poem by singing with your own tune. I know you will do this with your pleasure because you all are very creative children. So we will back with a new lesson, but before that, children, you have to write question answer and make your own sentences in your English notebook. Is it okay? If you have any query and any doubts, you can call or text me. So, thank you for watching the video.